Hello, and welcome to This Time We Actually Got It Right, but I fucked it up at the very end when I was trying to do the intro. Tales of the Law. Because it fell out of my brain.
Welcome to the... What?
Welcome to the
There's a
absolute...
teleprompter right here in this window.
It's script up there, yeah. I don't have to read it off our phones.
I'll just next slide. It's just gonna be PowerPoint. I just next slide.
We have the projector screen. Although one day I hope to actually put a projector up there. I'm trying to get a wireless projector so I can put like cool things, like the map on the screen.
Okay. Get little ones. They have like little...
Yeah, they have them.
USB
They're just-
projectors or whatever.
Well, they even make them wireless. They're just like a couple $100, and I don't want to spend that yet because I spent a couple $100 on other things.
Like you do.
You know,
As one does.
totally all of a ton of foam and electrical components,
Foam.
and
I bought a projector, but I bought $100 worth of foam instead.
it wasn't
Priorities. Priorities.
Yeah.
It was a substantial. I only had 3 weeks. Okay,
Substantial amount of foam.
you saw the crate. It's in the other
Not
room.
judging.
It's gonna be cool. Plus all the other accoutrement that had to go with it. Like I had to get I didn't have gray shirts. I didn't have a yellow sleeveless hoodie. I most certainly don't have a bolt of yellow cloth that I can turn into a cape. That's
I
my
guess depending on what image they send you will also depend on like what color cape you can print.
that, or I was thinking worst break glass in case of emergency. I just go get like a 3x5 sheet, literal sheet from like Joanne Fabrics.
Like rubber-bound blankets, right? Just put the...
I don't know if they do.
Probably do.
They're only third
should.
tier. They're not.
You know they should.
They're fancy. They're not that fancy yet. It's not like they're backed by an MLS team.
Are they not?
No. But we might have a women's team in the NWSL before we have a pro team for the men.
Were they talking about it?
Ooh.
Yeah, which is
I would go to
also exciting.
I would.
Yeah, I would 100% also buy season tickets for that. I'd basically just live at the stadium at that point.
You just camped out.
Hello, this is my new home. Okay,
He's the
so we-
only one that's like camping out in line. Like,
I just live in the parking lot now.
yeah, just
Free parking.
get tickets, but it's fun to
I
just.
could work from there. Get like one of those remote Wi-Fi connects.
So Starlink.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever it's called. Yeah.
That's Sky now.
Anyways, okay.
The Terminator.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I remember, but Starlink is the thing. But we would
Yeah,
joke
Starlink.
around and call it Skynet. And I can remember what's right.
It's pretty close.
It's pretty much the same thing.
Change my name
I
to
feel
Derek
like
Connor.
if you were a technology company, you would want to avoid even any semblance of.
You know what you would also not want to call yourself if you were like, I don't know, say like a branch of the military who was perhaps invested in space.
The Space Force.
Obviously,
The Space Force.
That's a green list. 100%.
Yeah, but wouldn't you call it something cooler than the Space Force?
See, but then they made a Netflix TV show about it. Now that's all I think about when I hear
Yeah, right?
it.
Starfleet would have
Obviously,
been a
you
much
call it
better.
Starfleet.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
exactly
Starfleet. I would enjoy
Right?
Starfleet. Yeah,
Yeah, right?
a million sign up first day.
Their logo does look
Yeah.
strangely like
Starfleet.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
obviously what they were going for.
Or like Star Command. Like they could have done Star Command.
Does wind
like
usually
yours?
take your
Go
power
for it.
out?
Not usually wind, but we
Okay.
get some flickers.
Currently 20 to 26 mile an hour gusts from the west
Bird.
southwest. So
Well, as long as that side doesn't go dark, we're good because that's the way to the transformer. That's the bad like that. Anything can happen. That side doesn't matter. If it happens that way, we're fucked. That's the way it works here. You know, or if half my tree comes crashing down, we'll see.
That could be that.
We'll see what happens. But we will go for as long as. Okay, yes, that's the announcement. Hopefully we will be able to stay on air for the whole thing because if something goes horribly wrong, we will be punted off the internet. Like
I punt myself
Like a football.
back home.
I mean, we'll still finish that. Wait,
I
why
would
don't-
trust Drew to build a giant cannon and calculate the correct trajectory to launch me back to like a crash pad in Granbury.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I
Be a
would.
nice view on the way over though, wouldn't it? You know?
Like that
Stadium,
park downtown.
crossing the
It's been
river.
a hot
Parkway.
minute since I've done like ballistics.
I assume I would just be doing this the whole time though. So.
Yeah, it wouldn't be very graceful.
Kind of like Mario.
That was. Wait, is anyone gonna go see that movie?
I would actually see that movie too.
I was thinking about it, but I'm kind of really annoyed that instead of actually getting voice actors, they decided to.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't fucking Chris Pratt and like.
That's the one thing. I'm like, everyone else, I'm like, okay, I
Yeah, everybody else, but it's like Chris
I'm like,
Pratt.
really?
How is Chris
Nobody
Pratt
else would have
Mario?
been better.
Like, is he even remotely Italian?
No.
No.
Whitney, how do you feel?
Normal. I feel normal about it. I'm not angry. So I am not seething with rage.
No, you sure?
Understandable.
I was watching that Nintendo Direct.
Totally
and they
sure.
announced-
Totally reasonable reaction.
Totally cool and normal.
That was Anywho, okay, back on task.
Sorry. The one who complains about what time we start is the one who also derails the conversation.
Every time. Okay, so announcements. Yeah, so there's a storm. It might be bad. We might get kicked off the air, but we're gonna do our best. We're gonna see what happens. Part 2. Sorry we took an impromptu break last week. We meant to, and we decided it at the last minute. Part 3. Do we have any more announcements? I don't think we have any other announcements. That's all of our announcements. Without further ado, into the meat of the matter. Well, no, it's very known. At least I.
The whole thing if you really wanted to. Word for word, I got it.
I'm not
like it.
surprised. I prefer Moana personally.
Why are they making
The first
They
thing?
both kind of hit.
Did you see that they're making a live action?
They're making a live action everything. They did a live action.
Less than 10 years after it came out.
They did what
They're-
movie?
With
Did
The original actors, instead of just doing a sequel, like, why?
Well, I mean, how would you sequel Moana though?
This sequel's Frozen.
Yeah, but
Technically, they sequel all their movies. They just used to do a direct TV instead of.
like Frozen kind of made sense, but Moana, like they had a very good, like they had some closure at the end there. They had like solid closure.
Yeah, but she's in charge now.
I mean, they can't do the Little
Yeah.
Mermaid.
I wasn't gonna-
If they do the Little Mermaid 2 to Moana, I would be
They
really
did
upset.
Little Mermaid too,
There's
though.
like
That's a movie.
a Little Mermaid
Okay,
too.
Mulan
Okay, but they did-
was a banger.
But what they did was they
They
gave.
made like 3 Cinderella movies.
yeah, that's
So
true.
it's not beyond Disney to completely mess something good up with a perfectly decent ending.
Yeah, no, they really have no
that's
morals when it comes to their sequels.
Oh, that Christmas
don't.
Beauty and the Beast was like
Oh, I love the Enchanted Christmas Beauty and the Beast.
that's what it was. Yeah,
I love it
I
so
don't think I
much.
knew about that.
I watched that before I watched the
Tim
original
Curry does
Beauty
the
and
voice of the
Beast.
organ.
Oh, wait, that's kind of amazing.
Might have to look for that.
Freaking Tim Curry. I'm here for it. It's great.
Yeah, I watched that before I watched actual Beauty and the Beast. You know what movie I haven't seen in a while? It's like
Beauty and the
Swan
Beast.
Lake or Swan Princess, the one where the
Black
girl
Swan?
turns
Oh,
into a swan.
Swan Princess.
Not-
Yeah.
Not the one I'm talking about.
that is most definitely not what I'm talking about.
I love that movie.
But not like though.
I love Natalie Portman,
Yeah.
but no, I'm talking
Wait,
about
what
the
movie?
animated the Swan.
Swan Lake?
Is it Swan?
Yeah.
Swan Lake is a ballet.
No, it's the Swan Princess is what it's
Is it
called,
Swan
with
Princess?
Odette and Derek and the song
Yeah.
and the frog and the
There's a frog
yeah.
and a girl who turns into a swan.
Yeah,
It's
the
like
Swan
Black Swan.
Princess.
I'm sure you do.
I don't think I've ever seen
I
Swan.
don't think anybody's gonna disagree with that.
They made a Swan Princess.
Yeah, there's like 4 of them,
Yeah,
but I don't think it's
the Don
Disney.
Bluth movie.
So,
No, that can't
No,
be.
it's Don Bluth.
No, it's
That's
okay.
the same guy who did Anastasia.
also,
I loved Anastasia. Oh,
Same.
Sword of the Stone.
Also Thumbelina.
Thumbelina, yeah.
That one's Disney.
I like the Sword and Stone. I wish they did another one.
Jason.
I love the Black Cauldron. I wish they did the rest of the series.
Black Cauldron was fantastic.
That's like, I highly recommend the series. It is right. Well, it used to be right here, but now it's probably right here.
Apparently, John Cleese chose Swan Princess over being Zazu in The Lion King.
Ooh, interesting choice.
Wow.
Very interesting choice.
That's an interesting.
Because he thought the role was more interesting.
I mean,
That might be.
I could see that because Zazu has like Zazu is really only
Stuffy.
present in the beginning.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like character development with us.
No,
Yeah.
he's pretty. All right, we're getting back on topic.
A movie podcast now.
Are we?
We're just pivoting.
You know, we should do that. Let's do that over the weekends. We'll do like
Disney
a
movie
weekend.
podcast.
We'll do a movie podcast. We'll watch a movie and
talk
we'll
about
like
Disney.
comment through it.
I mean,
I think that.
yeah, Jamie can take the girls for another night.
Get
Well, I mean, the girls could watch.
them on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want their opinion on
I
Disney.
cannot tell you how much that would make Izzy's like entire life. Oh my goodness.
And that would actually be great because that's a controlled way of content for Izzy.
True.
I like this idea. We should do
Yeah,
this.
there's potential there.
Okay, anyways. So recap. We're recapping. That's what we were doing. We were in the middle of recapping. So after the shenanigans that happened in Kilgarden, the party made it back to Ariath to discover the city is kind of under a massive crime wave. Part of this crime wave involved many thefts at different temple storehouses, and they were immediately put on the investigation, especially as they needed a favor from one of the temples that had been stolen from. In exchange for healing their newfound friend and their mute friend, their tongueless friend. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. The party investigated the thefts at the different temple warehouses.
Turn the table on and time his intros.
What they found,
How do you look different?
they found notes being left for them and small hints. And eventually this led them to find Jane, a nemesis from early in their adventures, who had been leaving them hints this whole time as she slowly realized that the company that she had been hired to work for, or the organization that she'd been hired to work for, was pretty evil. And while she was a fan of trickery and, not less harmful actions, what this organization was into was very harmful. To the point where she even lost her pet drink.
Good one.
The party brought her back to the Harpy's Roost Inn Tavern, and that is where they spent the night. The next morning, they woke up, and a note was waiting for them. Two notes were waiting for them. One was from Ibrariel, one was from Lady Renee d'Asperal, asking them to come immediately to the Adventurers Guild, as there had been a break-in. And the second one was from a mysterious source, marked with the very same emblem of the Cult of Oblivion that had been plaguing them throughout their adventures. And that's where we come back in. I believe the letter from the Cult of Oblivion is probably on top in the book.
Yes, say nothing to anyone. Is that how it ends?
No. Probably near the top of that. Might be that one. That's the one.
Inquisitor D.
That's what.
We know who you are. We know where to find you. We know who you talk to. Do not interfere again. Inquisitor D. Got the symbol on it.
Did we put this in the Discord already?
Oh,
No.
I still need to get into the Discord. My apologies.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Yeah, that's
44?
Yeah. I didn't take
Close to
notes last
50.
time. It's just fight.
No,
Pretty
fun.
much.
there was
Yeah,
a good
fighting
amount of
is
fighting last time. There was a
Usually I
wee
just
ambush.
fight.
There was an ambush. As Jane reported, all of the assassins that had been put on her team did attack you and slash her in that alleyway.
And then we have a note from Lady Dashiell saying to come to the guild right away. Yeah.
Sorry, say that again?
We have a note from Lady Dashiell telling us to come to the guild right away.
Yes. Just a message that had been sent to Brariel that was passed along to you guys.
I don't know about you all, but I'm not very inclined to listen to this Inquisitor D. Vague threats aren't going to convince us.
No.
Especially when we just defeated his whole assassin task force last night.
Send me your best.
Ain't no thing. Yeah, should we head on over to the guild then?
That sounds reasonable to me.
Either way.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so you guys head to the Adventurers Guild.
Okay.
And Brariel is waiting for you. Her office is, well, as you guys walk through, you notice that there are some portions of the Adventurers Guild that are in kind of disarray. Some like crates have just been smashed. Different tapestries have been pulled off walls. People are like scurrying around trying to do repairs. Kind of like I was scurrying around and cleaning earlier. There's a lot of scurrying and work being done. When you get to her office, her Lady Jastral's desk is put together, but most of the rest of her office is kind of in just everywhere. And you guys step over a couple books and stuff to enter, and she's like, "Oh, good, you're here. Welcome." So, the thieves you were following, chasing, hunting. It looks like they struck here.
What tipped you off?
Yeah, I know.
So I look around at the destroy the room.
Yeah. Funnily enough, we haven't found anything missing yet.
Really?
Yeah. Nothing's been stolen.
The first time that's happened?
Yeah. People don't tend to break into, secure buildings.
We don't have guards here?
We do. We have them out front.
Is anybody hurt?
No? Guards up front didn't even know anything happened until I came in and saw the place.
Is this where they concentrated most of their activities?
I
Your
believe
office?
so. I mean, everywhere else is pretty much in similar disarray, but yeah, it looks like they were in here. I don't keep anything in here except for files. So there's nothing in here for them to take.
And none of the files are gone.
So far, every file. I mean, I still have a lot just around. Like, I still have a lot to go through, but nothing has been stolen.
Hey. Well, do we have any leads then? Nothing, any evidence of who came through?
She just holds up one of the papers on her desk, and on it is just wax poured into the symbol of the cult of oblivion. This is why I figured that these very same thieves you guys have been chasing are
Would seem to be
Wow,
on guard.
that's subtle.
yeah. Yeah. It's great. Or something.
Looks great. Or something.
Yeah, it's
Well, shit. Seems like we can't get ahead of this. Any of their activities. They're always striking at places we don't expect. And they're leaving us cryptic messages with, frankly, vague threats. Seem to be very confident, even if they have not backed it up yet.
yeah. Yeah. Do you guys have any leads on that front?
Did we have any leads?
What are we even doing?
Oh, we have our new
What's the
friend.
purpose? Oh, by the way, did you bring Jane with you guys, or did you?
I feel like we left her.
Yeah, she's.
Okay, you left
She
her.
should be safe at the Harvey's Roost.
Okay.
Very powerful. I mean, we got some sources of information we could tap.
That's
I feel like they may be something we're gonna move on quick though, because I would assume they would try to change up if once they now that they know that there's leaks in their organization.
Oh,
Didn't you guys say that they already knew that there was a mole in their organization?
They did,
previously?
yes, that they did.
Has that situation changed?
Potentially. Jane, adding a Y in Jane's name. There's no Y.
There's no way. She's not from Firefly.
That's why I'm doing it. That's weird though.
She should be though.
She could be, but she's not.
The big statue for her in the middle of town.
One day. One day.
And the hat. Lest we forget the hat.
Yeah.
I knew I was forgetting something when I made Jane. Could you pass me the meat, please?
Yeah, we may have made a new friend who was privy to their goings on in town up to a short while ago, but has now been uncovered as the mole that they were searching for. I would assume any information they have, they will be changing up quick. Locations and safe rooms and that sort of thing. I mean, didn't seem like she really knew a lot about their true intentions with the town. More, their, was given tasks to fulfill and carry those tasks out.
Okay. Do you have this? Is this source safe? Is this source still
Should be,
on
yeah.
the inside? What's the?
Not on the inside, no. It's been made.
Ah. And where is she now?
The Harvey's roof.
Oh, okay.
Should be safe as long as she stays there. We probably told Barrio to keep an eye on her
Sure.
before we left.
Why not?
We can just say we did that.
Interesting. I do have a few questions for this individual, if you don't mind bringing them whenever you're able.
Yeah, we can bring her around.
Certainly don't let that interfere with your investigation. That takes top priority. I think this is definitely elevated from a simple theft of some temples, and as such, the king has put a bounty on the group's head. She pulls out a envelope from her pocket. He is promised 1,000 gold for information, 5,000 gold for the apprehension, dead people in, and 20,000 gold for any living.
Per person?
I think just for the first you bring in from the organization, if they have good information.
Hunting cultists.
Right.
So if you can find the person responsible and bring them in, then
I mean,
bring them in alive might be a little difficult, but
we get some better information out of that, wouldn't we?
we would. That would be the idea. Hopefully we would be able to get some information from them. But like I said, 5,000 to at least stop. 5,000 gold to at least stop the this rash of crime.
There have been attacks all over the area, haven't there? Moonvale as well.
Moonville has experienced some minor issues, but they have closed their borders. And once they close their borders, the issues seem to stop. That's not really something that we're able to do. We're not as self-reliant as the elves are.
Mm-hmm.
And also the elves have other methods of getting people in and out of their country, out of their city. So they still have commerce flowing. It's just more restricted and much more carefully monitored.
Interesting. Well, I mean, yeah, we can go talk to Jane again. Maybe bring her here.
Do so cautiously, or perhaps it would be better if I accompanied you to the roost. I'm a little concerned her safety might be. I don't think that your group would, be unable to protect her. I'm still concerned for the dangers of the streets. They're not as safe as they used to be.
That's very true. Even broad daylight doesn't seem like a deterrent anymore.
No, which is an issue.
Yeah, I mean, guess we should.
Guess getting aside with them, like away from what's her name.
Oh yeah, you can kill everybody. Yeah.
I know you guys have known her longer, but is it sketchy that she kind of knew everything we were doing already? That she's so eager to talk? Like, y'all trust this chick?
Think so, right? She's not acting weird, is she?
I mean,
Roll an insight check.
I rolled like crap.
2.
16.
got a 9.
Or, no, 17.
17. Okay.
11.
11. Okay. Then you got a 9. Okay, so for everybody but Casimir, she's
It's a half known of the law.
kind of hard to read. She's tough to read. She's been through a bit, so she has a decent enough poker face, even in neutral moments. Casimir, you read True Concern. You definitely read that she did not like having basically her base invaded. Like she's now taking this personally. As far as her knowing, you know that she probably talked to Brariel, is what you've gathered,
Yeah.
and also the group who's investigating the group who's been investigating the break-ins has been reporting to both her and the Azure Athenium, because it's been a joint effort investigation.
Well, Lady Dastrel's been in charge of the guild since we joined in. We did travel with her briefly for a time out east. She seemed trustworthy. As far as I know, she seems like she genuinely wants the guild and the city to succeed. So we'd probably be careful of, seems like this cult's thing is subterfuge, right? So we always want to watch out for disguises and, that sort of bad intentions, but I feel like she should be trustworthy.
You guys haven't shared the letter that you got from Hillgarden, right? With Gaiman. You haven't shared that letter with.
Don't think so. No.
Which one? Is it the one we found at the end?
Yeah.
Maybe we can share the letter.
Or we could ask a question about it, maybe, to see if she knows something that there's not something she knows.
Well, so she's read the letter. So that was before you joined. So you wouldn't know that, but she did read the letter, and that was one of the exonerating pieces of information for the party, because they were under investigation for the death of basically the mayor of Hildgard. That was like the end of their last adventure right before you met. Yeah.
What did you say about it?
That you guys were under investigation for the death
Oh,
of the mayor.
yeah. So we were, we are, as of now, one of the best groups the guild has working. Seems like we are sort of favoring the organization. So hopefully she thinks she can rely on us. This is what we got last time. We're investigating cult activities to the north, to the south. And found that after we killed Father Chisenda.
And
in an underground cathedral church.
Yeah, I'll also give that to you as part of your insight check, because that was also from understanding the perspective Gaiman's coming from, not knowing the history of you guys
that we've been doing.
Dastrol, yeah. And so kind of understanding where her knowledge came from as well.
Yeah, the town was understandably a little upset.
They're still upset.
They're all cultists, though.
They are actively in revolt right now.
They are a gullible bunch. And
Javert has even dispatched troops down there to support kind of getting...
Also, we do not reach Javert.
He tried to send us all to prison.
He did try to send us to prison. He's a little overzealous in his responsibilities as head of the guard, city guard, city watch.
Very in character.
Very in character, yes. He breaks out in the song sometimes. It's a little weird.
Talks about this prisoner randomly that got away.
Just calling people by numbers. Yeah, bit of a dick, but also seems like his intentions are in the right place. And he just kind of wants the city to be. He's a stickler for the rules. That's what he is. It's not appreciated guild having increased privileges and authority in town.
Mm-hmm.
Being favored by the king. Help set up the guild as a way to expand our influence.
Lady Dastrol is going to chip in. Yeah, so I have been in charge of the guild since its inception, actually from Midsummer is when the guild started. And the king realized that, well, at the time he was just a lord. He was being crowned king, and he realized that one of the things that he wanted to put in place as part of this becoming the kingdom of Ariath, rather than just, minor countries, as kind of the step into the major realm, is that Ariath needs to start expanding, start understanding the wider world, where many adventurers and many people have just vanished into magic storms and we know that there's a continent across the sea, but there's been very few people who've actually managed to land on that continent because it's just too dangerous. The seas are just so dangerous to traverse. Convincing people to traverse the ocean is nigh impossible, and that's not even with us exploring the rest of this continent. So we know there's other places that exist. It's just there hasn't been much spread because of the magic, the magical storms, or just the general chaos that exists between the safe zones created by countries. That's one of the reasons we were actually surprised about the country of Wypole. We thought there was just a small town known as Eagles Fork. That was the last we heard of it on the other side of the mountains. And when the Enlighteners went there, they actually found a full bustling town of city of alchemists there. So a lot of our information is definitely outdated, and it's
Right.
and so
We just realized now as well that the person who we helped pose trying to stage a coup in that town is apparently part of the cult. And was the one that Jane was reporting to.
that is important information. I will get a letter out to Yannick.
Yeah, he should probably be told.
That'll be
Definitely keep an eye on it. I doubt that he was the only one in the town that had the affiliation.
He actually just left a couple nights
Wypole?
ago.
Or here.
Here, we go back to Wypole.
Interesting.
Because as you remember, he was here for the Harvest Ball.
Yeah, we have a teleportation circle now.
Yep. Yeah. So he just left, and he'll be intrigued to know this. That'll probably also help his investigations on that end as well.
Yeah. Do you? Can I ask about the files that you have in this office?
Sure.
Anything pertaining to the Cataclysm?
I actually don't have much information on the Cataclysm. I wish I did. I perhaps know less than the Athenium would know. I haven't really done much research into it myself. The Athenium would know much more about the Cataclysm than I would.
Mm.
And even that knowledge, from my understanding, is sparse.
Or as well, maybe Giles.
He might be a good source as well. From what I hear, Tower Wars being a little bit before my time, the Tower Wars was a bordering cataclysmic level event that had us on the brink of another cataclysm.
Well,
So do we need to go back and see Jane then? Is that kind of what we're thinking?
I mean, seems like that's our best lead now. Whatever information she could give us that we may be able to act on before it becomes outdated.
Even if we have much information that she didn't give us last night.
Could be worth a chat though if Lady Dastro has questions.
All right.
I don't know if I have my questions ready yet. I might just meet you guys at the Harpy's Roost later tonight.
No, that doesn't work for us. I think right now is
I mean, if you want to go right now, we'll go right now. And she just
we're scheduled a little bit busy later.
shuffles her papers. And,
No,
I mean, I could come up with some questions on the walk there. I just don't have anything formally. I didn't actually know you guys had made contact with the trader, with their mole,
yeah. Well, we were
and then managed to flip them, which is impressive, by the way.
You know, all in a day's work.
Thank you.
So
We just don't mention that was her then.
well done.
It's a shame that Riley isn't still here because if he was, we'd be halfway through Enemies to Lovers plot.
We really would.
For the best stories.
Oh man, he's gonna be so upset when he finds out.
Oh yeah, we're like best friends now.
Oh man.
But yeah, if you know nothing else for us here, seems like there's well, I'm sure you've investigated this area pretty thoroughly.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to look about if you want. I think they left exactly the clues they meant to leave. They seem to be very good at cleaning up after themselves.
They are actually the big wax pouring of them.
Yeah, not sure
Not so
what that's
secretive
about.
anymore.
I think they wanted to make a statement.
Mm,
And it definitely feels like,
it worked.
yeah. But yeah, if you don't mind, I'm gonna try to sort my office out a little bit, and then once I have a little more grip on my space here, I'll join you guys at the roost. I'll send you all a message when I.
Perfect, yeah.
Sounds
Great.
good.
So.
Well,
I don't feel like we learned a whole lot.
nope. I feel like we're just chasing around. Yeah, just chasing around a string of break-ins with nothing stolen. Very limited information left.
Not the same set of break-ins that we were previously chasing either.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Roll an insight check.
Unless that's a better roll. Right?
Whole
So,
squad?
enough.
Or just, I don't know.
Just. I'll tell you in a moment.
12.
Oh, okay.
I got a 17.
I'm not very insightful. I'm a +0. Quiet and I like my
Yeah, go
vote.
ahead, Casper.
Oh, the exact same as last time. So, 17.
So 2 17s and a 12. Okay. Ayana, this doesn't really. It's not really pinging anything for you. Sleeve and Casper, though. As you guys think about it, the break-ins were timed. Just by very small things. The MO of the break-ins were all very similar. There's no clues or very little clues. The only clues left were just enough to give you a hint, and only because Jane, who was behind those, was leaving a hint. The only outlier to that was the bookstore that had been broken into. But even that, if you take that as a message from Jane, was a message from Jane. So based on that, the break-ins do seem to be being perpetrated by the same group. And do have several similarities.
Not to mention that big old hook died and keeps showing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got some time now. What are we
Yep, where are you heading?
thinking? Should we go to the Lost Tower magic item shop and talk to the purveyor there? Be able to sell us things and also potentially give us information. The two of them know a lot of stuff about the Tower Wars.
Do a little schmoozing, a little shopping, a little.
Go to the Athenaeum as well, where I'm from, and basically the library. You could try to research stuff there as well. We have done research on this sort of things in the past.
As you guys leave, somebody roll a perception check for Blaze. Just roll a d20 and tell me what you get. And Casper, you roll as
Okay.
Oh, man.
I rolled an 11.
Perception?
perception, yeah.
13.
And so that is. Do what is this modifier? Okay, so that came out to a 17 for aliens. All right, good to know.
Great.
All right, so where are you guys headed?
Who's been to the Lost Tower before?
No, if I have.
You were there for the ball, right?
Oh yeah, because that was for the break-in after the ball.
Yep.
Out.
Okay, then yes.
Yeah. So both you and Sleep would have been there. Gaiman
Yep.
would not have been.
Yeah, I mean we could go talk to them. Let's do that. Let's go to the Lost Tower.
All right, you guys head to the Lost.
Here we go. Turn to my page. We go to the Lost Tower.
Look at that, perfect. So you guys go to the Lost Tower. This time, at the desk is not Asmodeus, but Giles.
Just what you guys said you don't like.
No, we like Giles. We don't like Javert.
Got it.
Which sounds like Joffrey. Which everybody hates.
Ooh.
Giles, how you doing?
Doing all right. How are you guys? You guys coming for shopping?
Partly, yeah.
Yes.
Actually.
Oh, what can I do for you?
I don't know. Does it mean anything?
Let's see.
Got anything interesting lately? Anything new?
Nothing really new. Got more potions. That's about it.
Any fun potions or just healing?
Got a couple. Got
I think
couple.
potions are fun.
I mean, yeah.
Well, true.
And how you? Yeah, I got several healing potions. Not really had time to make much else.
True. Well, I will take some healing potions.
All right. What would you like? And he brings out like a whole tray. There's a wide variety of healing potions. What would you
How
like?
much are the greater healing potions again?
I believe the greater are 250. Give me one moment. Yeah. So the greater would be 200. And then there's the superior, which are 2,000. And then there's the regular, which are 50.
Wait, okay, I will take 2 greater for 400.
All right. Perfect.
Cool.
Here is your greater healing potions. Eventually, we'll have to do a figure out how many potions you guys have, so I can give you guys a quick number of potions.
Thank you. Collection.
Candy in the chest.
Where's Asmodeus?
He's upstairs right now, and you need him.
Is he busy right now?
I mean, not if you need him.
Do you guys like
I don't know what he's in the middle of. He's a weird dude.
anything you've uncovered since the break-in here?
No. Nothing weird.
So nothing turned up missing?
Well, we did find something missing. One of your vials of that red fluid stuff.
Which I think is what we found in the vampire.
Yes, the vampire did.
I think so.
It's red.
Very liquidy. Yeah, it's like red water almost.
So
Yeah.
You were walking around with vials of blood in your pocket for a while, or
No, it was not. Well,
what did you want to say? Ethereum.
it is not. It's definitely not here. It's yeah. So it seemed to be similar to Electrum. It was not.
We found some alchemic solutions in what turned out to be a secret lair of a vampire and some other worse demons. There was actually a vampire, right?
There was not.
It was actually a vampire. Okay, so we thought it was a vampire. It was not a vampire. There were some demons hanging out doing experiments on trying to raise Frankenstein monsters, people. Basically, they were kidnapping people from a town and trying to use their body parts to build replicas of the town leader, presumably to try to take control of the town.
Were they Frankensteining or were they like
Pretty-
doppelgangers?
Doppelganger,
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
type thing.
We
did
like flesh
free
bone doppelganger situation.
the town leader. He was alive. We freed him. Not the rest of.
Yeah, you guys found the priest. You didn't find.
We didn't actually body.
Yeah, you didn't find any bodies.
Well, we found the body that they were building.
Right, but you didn't
Of the
find
priest
any bodies.
doppelganger, and then we went to a different room and came back, and the body was gone.
Yep.
So that's still out there.
You guys are really good at leaving things like
Yeah.
this is what I feel like I've done.
Yeah.
More and more like unfinished business out there.
We need a project manager.
There is most certainly a lot of loose ends that are just dangling in the wind.
Just keeping track of our agenda.
I feel like my life is more complicated just vicariously through your stories.
Anyways, so they were doing experiments on some weird red-ish liquid. It was not blood. It was some sort of it's electrum adjacent, right?
Yeah.
Electrum's the right word, right?
Yeah, electrum is the correct word. Yes.
Okay. Which is like a magical substance that can be used in alchemy and also to replace spell components and power up spells. We found some of that, brought it here because Giles and Asmodeus are experts on magical items. So we asked them to take a look. And I guess it was partially stolen. Was it all that they had was stolen or part of it?
That's all that we found. Well, not all of what you gave us was stolen.
Okay, so they still have some.
Because you gave us like 3 vials and stuff. So they took a whole vial.
But not the other ones. Did we give them all the stuff we had?
No, you kept some back for yourself. Because there was 2 different liquids. There was a more viscous liquid and a thinner liquid. You gave them 2 of the thin and 1 of the thick. And you kept back, I think, the same for yourself.
2 thin and 1 thick. Okay.
That would have been in Riley's notes. So
Yeah, he has
Let's go
holding
to that.
notes too, doesn't he?
yes.
Do you have access to that?
Let me see actually. Let me see if you put it into the D&D. Let's write these down here. Okay. Go. Extras. Nope. Okay. Inventory. Yeah. Okay. Do you want the stuff that he has in his
Yeah, we can do it later if you.
We can do it
now.
we can do it really quick right now.
Let me just
and
add
then,
my inventory
yeah, you can.
or whoever's. Should I add a bag of holding?
Yes, so you're gonna add a bag of holding.
Still holding. What is this item? Great.
So there's a cloudy green potion with maybe a jellyfish in it.
Maybe a jellyfish.
Is that a custom item?
That is a custom item, yeah.
Okay.
Well, let me do the normal items, then we can do the non-custom items. There's a potion of healing, a bottle of wine, and a potion of healing greater.
Okay.
There's
So
a
one regular, one greater.
yep, and then a bottle of wine.
Either wine, one regular, one bottle of wine.
Then there's a small 15. How is that a small wheel of cheese? There's a 15-pound wheel of cheese.
Oh, only yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, small.
We're going to
It's-
take that.
It's little, but it's dense.
15 pound.
There's a spell
The
scroll
guild.
of cure wounds.
A spell scroll of cure wounds.
Yep.
Is that a custom item too?
Yes, that's custom item, but I think that exists as a non-custom item.
The D&D Beyond inventory is a little.
Yes. I mean, it's wonderful.
Roll of cure.
For some reason, he has a 5,000 gold diamond. Which I feel,
1,000?
yeah, which I feel like is wrong because I don't recall
No,
that.
that's probably right.
Sounds totally right.
It's probably like 50,000, right? I think you probably didn't put a zero.
What I will allow you to do is I will allow you to put 500 gold diamonds in there. Because what I bet it was a bag of 5,000 gold worth bag of gemstones
Yeah.
is probably what it was.
Okay.
I'm in.
But in exchange for that, I will allow you to put 500 gold diamonds.
Okay.
Or you can put 5,000 gold worth of gemstones. Either or is fine.
Bottle of wine.
And then another potion of healing.
Another potion.
And then it says potion of lethargic levitation.
Yes. I have one of those as well.
A
Makes you
sloth
float. It
juice?
makes you
What is
float.
that?
It makes you float, but it makes you float very, very slowly.
Very sloth-like.
So it's very relaxing.
And then cloudy green potion with maybe a jellyfish in it.
I love jelly.
Healing. Like that. So we got all the healing potions. We got the cloudy green potion with jellyfish, bottle of wine, 500 gold diamonds,
Two potions
a
of
scroll of cure wounds.
yep, and then 2 regular healing potions and 1 greater healing potion.
Full targeted levitation.
Yep.
Sweet, great. Does anybody who would like some healing potions? Because I actually have a lot.
Let me check my inventory. I
I
don't
don't think I have any, so
Can anybody?
I think-
okay, so this.
I think we did give you some. Actually, we just didn't put it into your inventory.
that's possible.
If I remember correctly, you had 5 regular healing potions. That's what we agreed.
Included.
know.
Gaiman.
Please, sir.
I think that's what we did.
Who can use this scroll of cure wound?
You.
Just me?
Just you.
Okay, well I will keep that then.
You are the spellcaster in the group, so
I am the spellcaster. Okay, so I will give to Ayana 1, 2 potions of greater healing.
2 potions of greater healing.
Yeah. I will take that out of my inventory and I will give you 2 potions of regular healing.
are you giving those all to Ayana, or are you splitting those between everybody?
I'll give you maybe 1 of each,
Okay.
and then I'll give 1 of each to Sleeve,
Perfect. Thank you.
and then I'll give
Blazing.
Damon.
Doesn't
I'll
get-
give you a potion of greater healing.
I'll take it.
I got a lot of potions of healing, and I can also just heal people. And I got the scroll of cure wounds.
Yeah, so for Jesse, just for next week, I'm gonna have some changes to your inventory that I have to put in
Okay.
because there's things that you're missing.
Okay.
So it will be in, and I will have that to you next week. I've just been very distracted with the side project.
Will Damon get a ring?
It's understandable.
A sending ring?
You do have an extra sending ring that could go to break.
Yeah.
Didn't we discuss that last week? Me getting one of those?
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah, we'll
but
give you.
Because you took it off of one of your other party members and were like, you're not participating right
Yeah.
now. Here, game
Like
it.
somewhere retired.
Yeah, I think that happened last week.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if I still had my notebook that is somewhere in my room, it would say they gave me.
Yeah. So we can just cast sending to group through that.
Group sending.
Group sending 10 charges per. You can talk 10 times.
And you can respond to somebody's message for free.
Group chat ring.
Peon. Yeah.
That would be fun.
All right.
Anyways,
Anyways, continue
what
onwards.
should we do?
Yeah.
So there was just the one vial was stolen.
Correct. There was one. So 2 of the vials were in the workshop. So they were behind the locked door. They weren't available. One apparently Asmodeus had brought down and forgot about, and it left behind the counter, and that's what was taken.
Okay. Did it seem like they were looking for any sort of like through your notes and books and that sort of thing?
None of that was down here. None of the good notes and stuff. All that's hidden away in the room that we showed you guys.
Yes.
Which, did you want Asmodeus here for this too?
Um. Sure.
He just reaches below his desk.
It's like the
Can you hear?
Or
Basically,
the very different kind of button under the desk.
yeah, that's very different. And a moment later, Asmodeus comes down. Yes, I do believe I have been summoned.
well, the guild was broken into in a similar manner to your shop.
Well, I was here doing research.
Not
Yeah,
accusing.
not an accusation.
What? Trauma? Who hurt you?
Just sharing news.
So you see coming down the stairs for Gaiman and Sleep, because I believe this is your first times in the, or no, not for Sleep, but at least for Gaiman. You see a silvery dragonborn come down with silver eyes, dressed in a robe. It's like a combination of like robe and like road leathers, basically. Like
Okay.
he's got some travel gear, but it's mostly discarded for more comfortable wear. He's got glasses slightly askew on his face. He looks like exactly what you would expect. A very powerful wizard who had a very low charisma to look like. He's like the typical. Imagine if Gandalf was a dragonborn, and that's what you get.
I mean, I kind of had like one guess in my head.
Yeah. Actually, that's better. Yeah, it's more. If you were familiar with the Forgotten Realms, this would be kind of like Blackstaff.
Not as familiar, but okay.
Yeah, like kind of Kelvin Blackstaff, kind of a little bit pompous or a lot pompous, but not in like a mean way,
Okay.
but just in like a naive ivory tower kind of way.
Like maybe Saruman before he went full blown evil.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Except no true maliciousness. He is dressed in silver robes to match his silvery scales because he's weird.
It's weird.
Because he's weird.
Yeah.
That is the reason.
Monochrome.
I like it.
It's like it's the equivalent of a tracksuit.
Silver on silver. Yeah. He's like, well, I mean, I just wanted my whereabouts to be known in case some fool like that Javert fellow comes in flinging accusations again.
You working on anything
Oh my
interesting?
goodness.
Nothing good, actually. It was just tidying up some of my other research projects. The research I was doing into your red liquid came up.
Oh, how's that going?
Quite poorly.
Like poorly?
I think I've reached a dead end.
What have you found out so far?
It depends. How much do you know
What?
of alchemy?
Oh, yeah. How much do we know about? None of us are experts.
Roll. I'll say roll a wisdom. Everybody can roll a wisdom. It's a general wisdom.
Oh, crap.
Switch dice.
18.
Oh,
Mine went the other way.
Wisdom.
I'm on 11
11. Okay.
on my best stat.
18.
18. Okay. Actually, that kind of makes sense. So
Natural one, by the way.
natural. That actually makes a lot of sense. So Slenway got a 17, and that actually really tracks for who would know about alchemy and who wouldn't. So Sleeve, you would know about alchemy because out in the countryside where you grew up, you didn't really have a lot of the magicians, like the mages out there. But what you did have is simple people practicing simple magic. And so there were elements of alchemy. The elements you're most familiar with are the elements that are more like the blending of grasses and herbs, or that lend towards brewing.
Checks out.
Yeah. The more magical, like drawing symbols and getting results out of them, wasn't as widely used. Mostly because that was for the more learned, where it was at least, that's kind of how they put it, is like it's for the more learned folk.
Oh, so that's wizard shit.
Yeah, basically.
Gotcha.
But like the simple, like on the level of, so for alchemy, of alchemy the process, not necessarily alchemy the type of magic. Although there was like simple magicians would use those symbols to do like simple feats, like help knit a broken beam back together or something like that. But it was typically very small magic.
That makes sense. I like that. I know some things.
Yes, we do know some. Gaiman, you would know it in a little bit more. You would know it in the sense of kind of rune magic, in a sense, which you're familiar with in some of the metallurgy and blacksmithing that goes on. You would also know a little bit about the brewing side, but not
A very
as
casual way, though.
yeah, right. Like not as much as Sleeve would perhaps know, but you would know more of the blacksmithing side because that was very integral
Fancy
to
business.
yeah.
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 Makes sense.
Yeah. Selenway rolls up her sleeves, and she already is like she only has one sleeve to roll up. So as she rolls up her sleeve, you see all these tattoos of inlaid circles and symbols just all up her arm. This is where she channels her magic, or this is how she channels her magic, or the magic that gathers around her. So her understanding of alchemy comes from a way to channel the magic that gathered around how skilled she was. Because a phenomenon that has occurred in this world that all of you would be familiar with is that the more skilled you get with something, the more magic gathers around when you perform that task, and in a sense enhances your abilities. Sometimes it enhances the end product, sometimes it enhances the process. Like if you're fighting, sometimes you get unexpected results while you fight, and that was kind of what Selenway had. She was getting unexpected things happening as she fought. And so she learned alchemy as a way to channel the magics that gathered into something a little bit more. As you guys explain this to Asmodeus, he nods and goes, this is the simple side of alchemy. Much deeper understanding is closer to Selenway's tattoo work, which I do believe is quite impressive. You did find somebody quite skilled to do that. Alchemy is, some refer to it as the old magic, the magic before magic. Alchemy led the way to the arcane and allowed the arcane to exist. It allowed the divine magics to exist. It was the magic performed by the Titans and the gods and the dragons in the First Age and before the First Age. Quite a lot of alchemy has been lost, but there have been a few, not exactly myths, but legends in alchemy. Things that are somewhat forbidden knowledge, forbidden to research. Or, on the fringes of understandable research. And one of these things is what has been called the red tincture in previous times. You may know it as the Philosopher's Stone.
Like the
It's not quite certain how the Philosopher's Stone is made, although there have been ties to Electrum and magics in general. It is said that the laws that bind the laws of alchemy can only be broken by the Philosopher's Stone, which allows a deeper understanding, can only be forged in a deeper understanding of alchemy and allow a deeper understanding of alchemy. Essentially, it would allow you to bypass the equivalent exchange and other such rules that have been put in place. For example, transmutation performed by alchemy doesn't always hold. It, especially if you try to, for example, turn one metal into another. This is why alchemists tend to say it is forbidden to convert one metal into gold, or any material into gold. It is just a forbidden practice. Mostly because it reverts after a period of time. It is said that the Philosopher's Stone can convert any material to gold, and there is no revert. It does not, it works fully and completely. That is one of the reasons why gold is considered a currency, is because it is unable to be crafted. Same with platinum, and to some effect copper, but you would have to form enormous amounts of copper in order for it to be worth anything, and quite honestly, that is more hassle than it is worth.
makes sense.
And you're saying this whole study of red tincture, Philosopher's Stone, is another forbidden practice?
It's not quite forbidden, but it is a legendary practice, or a legendary item that, legendary artifact, perhaps I should say, that is just not typically performed.
Are you saying that this red stuff they found is that, or is related to that?
I believe it is related. It is not strong enough to perform any kind of alchemy with. You would need enormous quantities of this stuff to do anything with. Vats of this stuff. Even the more viscous liquid, you would need quite a substantial amount of. But if you were able to perhaps find a way to distill this further, this does seem to be on the way of creating the red tincture. Or one of the properties hypothesized of the Philosopher's Stone is that it is at once liquid and solid. Thus the name red tincture. It is one of its names because it can be used in the liquid form. It is said drinking the Philosopher's Stone will provide eternal life, which is why some alchemists have attempted to pursue this. They have all, almost as a whole, lost their lives pursuing the Philosopher's Stone. That is why it is considered perhaps not forbidden, but a little bit on the taboo side to investigate the Philosopher's Stone, because it only leads to death.
So dramatic.
Yikes.
Indeed.
So you're saying that this liquid that we found is related to that, and you're reaching a dead end because it's sort of in this legendary research.
I believe it is, yes. Without seeing the notes of the person who created this, I would be hard-pressed to find anything else, but that does seem to be the direction this red liquid was moving toward. The keyboard. Or attempting to move towards. That's a game changer. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, at least we know. I mean, good to know that that's where this whole thing is leading, or particularly part of it.
Indeed. I mean, there are many legends about the Philosopher's Stone. I could go on for ages.
Any of them relate to the Cataclysm or the Tower Wars?
Giles, I don't believe there was any involvement of alchemy during the Tower Wars. It is rumored, however, that somebody did manage to create a stone, which is what caused the Cataclysm, as they were one of the theories behind the Cataclysm. I should preface with one of the theories behind the Cataclysm is that somebody found enough or was able to make enough of a Philosopher's Stone that they had enough power to challenge the gods, and in so doing brought down the Cataclysm.
Can you maybe explain for us once more time what the Cataclysm was?
Well, we know the effects of the Cataclysm. We don't quite know the cause of the Cataclysm. The effects of the Cataclysm was a worldwide event that completely changed the landscape of the land. Cities disappeared, cities appeared. There was rumors of this disease that was passed from magic person to magic person, known as the spell plague. It caused quite a disturbance in the normal day-to-day.
Sorry, spell what?
The spell plague. Magic just did not work the way it was intended.
But one of the rumors that's known about the Cataclysm is that there was a successfully.
That is one of the
Created.
rumors. There are several rumors. What is known is that the gods found some offense to something that occurred, and as a result, brought down the world essentially. There was a great war. Evidence of this war is seen in many places, including right here in the ruins district of Ariad. This war spanned the planet, much like the Tower Wars did, however, on a much grander and much more devastating scale. Entire cities were blown out of existence, completely destroyed. Now, during the Cataclysm, these cities were just vanished. It would be as if you were to travel to Averell, only to find it not there. Cities of that magnitude suddenly vanished. And if you would keep journeying further south, you would find a whole new city, called something totally different, that was existing as if they had existed there for thousands of years. It was very strange. one of these cities out of time and place is far to the east. Is known as Shou.
How far?
It would be here. Let me see the. It is actually right here.
Oh. It's got
All right.
Joel.
Shou.
Joel.
Shul.
Shoal. And it still exists, as far as we know.
As far as I am aware, yes. It did seem to be located at a relatively reasonably safe location upon a river. They seem to have farmland around it, so they should be able to survive any kind of famine or plague. They have portage to a large city.
They just came out of nowhere.
Indeed, they just appeared.
Hmm.
Did they tell you they just appeared?
They did not know they had just appeared until they had started venturing out further into the countryside. And people began arriving from, further out into the countryside.
Huh.
They had no idea they had just appeared. And the world is very foreign to them. They claim to have come from Valon themselves, but can't quite pinpoint when or from where. They said that they always belonged there. Strange magic. This is just one of the examples of the events that occurred during the cataclysm. The entire mountain range to our east is hypothesized to have formed during the cataclysm and had not been there previously. It is also hypothesized that to our west was several hundred more miles of land. There was in fact a river that has now become a giant ocean.
Hmm. Well, the group that we are investigating seems to have a great deal of interest in the cataclysm in particular. I'm not sure yet why, but they are interested in the cataclysm. They're interested in the philosopher's stones. Clearly, they're trying to make this red tincture, whatever we gave you, potion thing. I'm looking at this note I got from friends a long time ago. It says, what looks like former LW. Does that ring any bells to me?
Former LW. I don't believe it does. In what context is this used?
It's FMR, which I am interpreting as former.
Okay.
In relation to an old name of the cult.
Old name of the cult.
I don't remember if I figured out what that was when I got this note.
Giles. Give you these back. Giles, do you know a group formerly known as LW? Is there anything, any group that could be? Giles looks thoughtfully and he goes, actually, hold on. And he dashes up the stairs and he grabs.
Some people from the Athenian. I don't know if you heard that either. Let's see.
He grabs one of his notebooks and he starts like flipping through.
These are people that I am friends with in the Athenian. I've been investigating because basically what happened was, seems like now this cult is the behind it all, but they were murdering people in the Athenian, which is like our church, sort of, but library people.
The Church of Books. Bless you.
Yeah, thank you. So they have been attacking and murdering people from our group, the Athenian. We had people investigating, and they came back with this information for the leader of the group in area.
So this is a note you just got.
Well, at this point, it was a little while. It's a little while ago at this point.
It's been
Maybe like a week or two in game time.
Oh, it would have been a month.
A month?
At least a month. probably even 2 months in game.
But you're thinking,
I'm just now remembering that we got the note, and there's stuff in there that like, maybe we can pull some clues.
There is one that this does tie to, and I believe we spoke of this before. It was a group part of the towers known as the Ley Watchers.
Yes, the Ley Watchers. And we spoke about this, and it's definitely in the other notebook that I do not have here.
Officially, the Ley Watchers have been disbanded as of 8:33.
And they were of the seventh tower.
Well, they were a good portion of the Seventh Tower does seem to have been part of it. They were led by Nyla Elgin, the
Yes.
then Archmage of the Seventh Tower.
Also significant.
Yes, because he is supposed to be dead.
Does everybody know about the Tower Wars? Do you guys here for that?
I mean, I was not here.
Or thing? Yeah.
I don't think.
No, I don't think so. I think it was just you and
I don't think so,
This
no.
is where it gets a little more-
because this is you would have received those letters before setting out for Weibel, I believe, is when you got them.
Okay. So the Tower Wars. As far as I remember, so what happened was the Tower Wars was a big war between the towers, which were like
Yeah.
schools, like mage groups, magic users, wizards. They all kind of specialized in different things.
And noble houses.
Yeah, okay. And they had conflicts. It was not like a straightforward two sides thing, it seemed like. There were people kind of getting at each other for a bunch of different things, and some people were trying to say neutral and
Yeah, Giles could
sides.
Yeah, so Sleeved and Gaming, welcome. You wouldn't know this. I was an archmage at the time.
One of the leaders of the tower, one of the towers.
The 13th tower, the tower that has been completely erased, essentially, as a result of the Tower Wars. That's the name of the shop.
Plus tower.
So yes, there was several groups. We, the 13th Tower, only got involved when when demon armies started appearing. That was kind of where we drew the line. When it was just a squabble between the nobles of different towers, it was one thing. Some of the towers in the big cities send their children there, even if they have no magical aptitude. It's kind of a rite of passage for some of the noble houses. Not just elven ones, but human ones as well. Some dwarven ones even. And so many nobles would go through the towers. There's a lot of intrigue in those. There was this boiled over into a war at some point. Nobody's quite sure why, or I'm sure the people who do know are dead. But as it stands, we are, the war broke out, and it was just a couple of towers fighting each other. It was no big deal. And then entire nations began mobilizing. Even armies began appearing. Things got out of hand very quickly. And I was not Archmage at the time, but I became Archmage after several in the leadership chain above me were killed during this period. A lot of good mages died during this time, including the then Archmage of, he didn't die during the... Nyla became Archmage also during the Tower Wars. And he was rumored to have died about 2 decades afterwards. And I believe you guys found some... I don't quite remember, but I believe you guys found some mark or something from him.
Yeah, one of our previous missions, we found evidence that he might be alive.
Yes, which is highly concerning.
Was he the masked guy? Or do we suspect that he was the masked guy? Or was it that a separate, slightly related but separate thing? Okay.
I honestly don't remember that far back, and unless you
It's
wrote
in
it
my
down
notes.
somewhere,
It's in my notes,
I
and
don't
it's in my apartment. It's where it is.
you may need to
Yeah, when
find-
we were in that vampire den that did not have vampires, we fought a demon. After we fought the demon, its leader popped in and killed the demon and told us we were not worth killing in a very arrogant way and congratulated us on our victory. And I guess for helping him out in a way. And he was floating around and he was wearing a creepy mask. And then he floated away. And I think there was a connection to Nyla.
Ah, yes, the mask.
Yes, the mask.
Because Nylip was known to have worn a mask.
Yes, and Nyla was in charge of the Seventh Tower. They were getting into necromancy.
I mean, everybody got into a little bit of necromancy. A lot of magic, a lot of healing magic is tied to necromancy. I think they did much deeper things. Things related to the blood. Demon magic.
And they were heavily involved in a group called the
Lay Watchers.
Lay Watchers.
Yes, the Lay Watchers were a watchdog organization created by Nylip to keep an eye on the towers that had the noble families.
To prevent another tower war.
To prevent another tower wars, yes.
They asked Giles to be a part of the group at some point. Or lead it? Lead it.
They wanted me to be heavily involved in a leadership position, yes. I wouldn't say they wanted me to lead the whole thing, but as the former, at the time, the 13th tower was essentially completely annihilated. I was one of a handful of remaining survivors. We sent our students to other towers when we began to get more involved in the wars to protect them, and as a result, the tower didn't need to really exist anymore because there was still a few of us. On the back of that, I decided to retire, and the Lay Watchers wanted me to join them as a impartial figure. I declined the invitation as I was tired of the towers and their politicking and their shenanigans, and really just wanted to rest.
But I believe, if I remember correctly, the Lay Watchers then grew a bit powerful and meddlesome and were disbanded.
Yes, if I remember correctly, they became a little obnoxious.
Around the time that Nyla was supposedly died.
Murdered, yeah.
But we then now suspect Nyla may be alive, and also that the Lay Watchers may have transitioned into this group we are now.
Sleeve and Gaiman, I would like you to roll an insight check.
$18.
Okay. And Sleeve?
Yep.
And Diana?
Just the lore dump, like.
Oh,
Like
actually,
that's part of the
it is one of your first times there. Yeah, go ahead.
Inside, you said?
Yep, insight.
What were we doing?
20.
Nice.
Hey,
11.
11, okay.
details.
Natural 20. Deliver them to my brain.
Hey, nice.
The Tower Wars
Send me text.
were essentially a generation ago. They were almost like about 80 years ago.
Okay.
Giles is human. And he's talking about being advanced enough in this organization that he was in line to be an archmage. During the course of the Tower Wars, again, that ended 80 years ago.
How long did they run?
The Tower Wars ran for almost 50 years on their own.
And the
Holy
And they
Giles.
ended 80 years ago.
And they ended 80 years ago.
And they lasted for
Last, yeah.
50.
It was like 45 years, I think, is what I put it at. From the beginning rumblings all the way through. So if you include the non-war portions, the non-true war portions of the Tower Wars, yes. If you just have the full war portions, it's about 28 years.
So he was like 50, and then he was in a war for like 50 years. And then 80, and then 80 more
80
years.
years ago.
Yeah.
Is he like
Is he
one of the
drinking that red
Numenorians
liquidy
or something?
stuff?
So he is. What did you say? Sleep.
Just asked if he was one of like the Numenorians or something.
He does seem like
Or
it.
the ring.
That's what I want. Next character is going to be a Numenor.
Yes.
That would be cool.
Not even more accurate. It's not even the same world.
There's a way we can do it. So yeah, you gather from this, he's
Aragorn.
definitely way older. He also appears to you guys as like maybe 30, 35, 40.
What's his skincare routine? I must know.
Promise.
So he does not appear to be anywhere near the age that the math is just not mathing, as they say. As the kids say.
Kind of like my
these days.
taxes.
Math isn't mathing.
It's kind of like my taxes. I fucking owed on that shit.
Dude, I
I'm so pissed.
Oh,
My mortgage was for nothing.
more than
keep,
5, less than 10, but I owed.
I didn't know that much, but we also owed pretty close to that. Yeah, which
So I asked my dad to help me remath my contributions of extra.
yeah, that's what.
So I owe less post-tax. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. But we need a guy, or we need a person to do our
I don't
taxes.
think your life is that complicated.
No.
Well, it was last
I
year.
just went to
We had
block though. Easy.
Jordan had 2 jobs. I had 4.
For what? That's just a W-2.
Just for
It's not like you got 6
I had
kids
4
from 8 different
W2s.
people.
I had I also had a bonus paid out. I had
What? That's all in your W-2.
no. I had a second W2. I had freaking 5 W2s. It was insane.
And then you just
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was stupid.
qualified
and then-
data entry H&R Blah.
Well, that's what I mean. That's why we need a person, because we also like contributed to our raw, like we did other things that should have, and also our mortgage, like your mortgage payments are
Were
supposed
you
to
on
also.
itemized or standard deduction?
We did a standard, and I think that was the issue. If we had done an itemized, we'd have gotten. So, yeah, that's why we need the person. Plus, like none of my donations came into effect. I donate lots of money to local PBS.
Nice.
Try to keep Sesame Street on for them kids. Okay, anyways, not the point.
One more, because I've been meaning to ask, what's the radio station, like, numbers on the dial that Allie works for?
Oh,
96. I don't know why I'm
96
talking. I
is
don't
FM.
know. I don't know. Don't ask me.
I guess I could just Google,
iHeartRadio.
like,
Well, ask the
Pittsburgh
wife.
Kids FM.
We'll ask the wife.
Oh, yeah, she posts about it on the Instagram.
Yeah.
So
So I, like, started listening to the radio sometimes when I don't want to, like, think about what I'm putting
There you
on.
go. I have a playlist for that.
Yeah, but, like, there's something refreshing about radio commercials? People pay money for
I don't know. I like my
that?
I don't like my depressing music. And then Dropkick Murphys randomly appears on there.
Nice.
So this old ass dude looks 40 at the most, but
Yep.
it's an old ass dude.
Yes, but he's an old ass dude.
Ass dude.
Yep. It is 96.
So yeah. Anyways, that's how this all ties together, seemingly. Nylip is involved with demons, and seemingly disappeared, and is now back, and also investigating this Electrum, and wants maybe the Philosopher's Stone, and he's tied to the Ley Watchers.
Nylip is also a human, mind you.
Yes, Ley Watchers have
Who's also
transitioned into this cult.
Yeah.
so it sounds like we just need to find him again. That's right. Like that's
Yes. Once if the masked figure has anything to do with Nylip, though, he was pretty powerful.
in one word, killed a demon.
Yes.
Isn't Solemnly
Loaded
speaking.
him.
In one world, he killed a demon that was kicking our ass.
Yes, we a little bit of got our ass kicked a little bit.
He actually kind of saved us, weirdly enough. Blaze went down like twice. You went down during
Yeah.
that fight.
This was in the period where I, as the healer, kept going down and refunding. The only one that can bring me back is myself. That's why I started buying and handing out potions.
Pick me back up when I go down, please. Anywho, yeah, so the dude who should be very old looks very young. Other dude who should be very old wears a mask, so you can't really tell what he looks like.
So, anyways, that's how that all relates. I do not know what to say now.
Where to go from here?
If there's no more information related to that, we think. I mean, we can check in with, like, here's the thought. What we could do, we seem to be on the back foot, continuously. Reacting to this group hitting places that are important to us, and leaving us cryptic messages and, again, vague threats and that sort of thing. What if we were to try to turn the tables on them, figure out some way to set some sort of trap to lure them in for once with something that they may want, to try to potentially capture them and get some information, and also sweep 20k from the king.
Could we make a red liquidy fluid that resembles the one they stole before?
But we do have some of it as well.
But it's valuable, right?
It is,
So we don't want to
yes.
risk, like,
We
actually
just want to
using.
use chain as human bait.
A bad
He does
idea.
owe us.
Those
Some.
owe us. Probably a little bit more than the 500 gold she gave us last time, and it seems like they were pretty pissed that she's trying to fly the nest. That may be a good bet, actually. And they keep going on about how they know where we are and who we talk to and that sort of thing. We could probably, pretty easily telegraph where we're going.
Could anybody just roll a quick perception check?
This-
One.
I mentioned fighting, and Jamie got
14.
Yeah.
Eight.
Not really paying attention. You know, the vibes are on.
Oh, Solanway got a
For me, fighting. Oh, yes.
I'm 15.
15. Okay, good enough. And Solanway got a
Lost being constantly lost and confused.
4. Okay, cool. Thank you.
4.
Continue. Yep.
Alright, 8.
Yeah.
Good.
No, thank you. Yep. Continue. As you were. Just need to know that.
Good.
Maybe we head back to the Harvey's Roost Inn.
Just seems like the right thing to do.
What can you do with that?
I'm ordering one of these for my desk. It's like oddly soothing.
IKEA.
They're not open. I would have to drive all the way back over here.
You're gonna do it anyways.
Amazon will have it to me tomorrow.
Or you can get the nice pretty one that has a hexagon shape and little
Yeah.
gold bead things in it.
See, if you get it on Amazon, you're just getting an hourglass. If you get it on IKEA, you're getting a
Swedish hourglass.
Yeah.
blue gold
With meat
sander or whatever.
Yeah, and you have it, and then you can get
Yeah, Bjorn.
Yeah.
and you can get other
Bjork.
things.
A
Yeah.
Bjork. Yeah.
Bjork, yeah.
Some calyx. in it anymore.
Oh man, nothing makes a good calyx.
True, we need less.
Let's count.
Hey, those are billies, okay?
I was like, I can't see your other ones.
That's a calyx.
I know.
No, that one's not a calyx. That one's from Target. That's a calyx.
Oh, there we go.
And the one underneath the fish tanks is a calyx. Anyways, okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, we can head back to the stream.
It's been much too long since I've had a drink, so yeah, let's do that.
You know, we're expecting Lady Dasher there to talk to Jane anyways. We can talk to Jane there. Maybe we can figure out some plan where we can use her to lure out maybe this Inquisitor D. Would be nice.
Alright, so you guys exit the shop. And you so as you exit the shop, Sleeve does a 17 hit.
What?
Does a 17 hit.
Freaking time.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, you fucking know it does.
Unless it's a melee attack and I can counter it, but I'm guessing I'm surprised because
you are a little surprised.
Because what the
Do
fuck?
I have advantage?
You will take.
non-damage with left beef.
I would like you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
No, I don't want to do that.
It's pretty good.
Hey,
It
that's
is.
a dirty, nasty 20, baby.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
The
Okay, you take 5 points of
Dirty Nasty 20.
piercing damage, and
Boo.
does a 15 hit.
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to roll another Constitution saving throw.
God damn it. Can I just use the 20 again?
And this time you take 6 points of damage.
Alright, that's a 4
A 4.
on the
Okay.
con save. So.
That is a 4. Okay.
Ew. What did I get hit with?
Not to alarm you, but he is picking up a lot of dice.
Not alarming at all.
I don't want it. Put them away. No, thank you.
And you take 11 points of poison damage.
That's much less than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, I'm so
Alright.
glad I was
What?
getting potions earlier
Me
today.
too, yeah. Look at us. Here.
And as
Ow!
you take the 2 slashes, you guys notice that you are surrounded in the middle of the street.
Surrounded.
Yes, surrounded in the middle of the street. So let me do this shindig again.
Yes. I love the shindigs.
Okay, it is the street.
Yeah,
It is
we're all
the middle
freaking
of
out.
day.
The game was like, oh,
The
sweet.
streets.
They improved rapidly.
I know what to do here.
Yeah, man, this has been. I have been patiently waiting. I want you to know.
Leave the.
Yeah,
Well, like, let's just hang out here for a couple
There
more
are
hours.
cookie snacks in them bags I can carrying.
There are 2 sets of sweet things.
Before battle.
Keep that in there.
Yeah, I started trying G Fuel along with the caffeine.
G Fuel?
I don't need to sleep at all ever.
Who needs sleep now?
I am a 16-year-old boy who just discovered G Fuel.
Oh, jeez.
I was gonna say I'm too old for G
Fuel
Fuel.
is.
All the
All the video game
sponsors,
streamers.
yeah. They sponsor like every Twitch streamer ever. And the G Fuel sponsorship.
That's like the dream for streamers now is to get a G Fuel in your flavor. Like that's the whole.
Is it like a powder? Or
Yeah.
It's like,
do they make like pre?
they do have the cans that they sell like in the grocery stores, I think.
It's like flavored, but it's just like a lot of caffeine.
Okay.
It's just like
It's sugar water
a
and caffeine.
neck scratching amount of caffeine, but also vitamins.
That makes sense.
Oh,
Probably as much vitamins.
So what's your
as
marching
stuff.
order, by the way?
vitamins in this healthy.
Right now?
Yeah.
Random.
Find some fucking cover.
So we'll just do this. Let's see here. Kind of scrolled out like so. We'll put Blaze over here for now. I don't have to deal with her. There we go. Okay. They're all set up there. All right. Next up. All right. Casmer does a 24
Oh my god.
Yes, 24 hits me.
or a 15.
Not 15 though.
Okay, you need to roll one Constitution saving throw, please.
I think I have advantage because if it's poison, I have advantage.
Yep, you have advantage.
Okay, 2 14s that I rolled. So that is a Constitution saving throw of 18.
All right, you're gonna take 8 points of damage.
Does that take the total damage?
Yeah. Oh, why did I just roll that? I didn't need to roll that. You saved.
Yeah, just stare at what you could have done.
No, I'll just save it for the next one.
No next one.
All right. Next is gonna be Ayana.
No.
There's a natural 20
Oh,
and a dirty
evil.
20.
Nasty.
See you guys in the hospital. Armor class is 15. So yes, it hits.
Okay. So you need to roll 2 Constitution saving throws.
Rolling our mother.
That's a lot of work. I'm happy.
Well,
Okay. 12 does not save. You take a
wait, that
total.
was only one.
Okay, go roll the other one.
That's 19. We're at 19 plus 4 is 23.
Okay. All right. So you save on the natural 20.
So that's good.
Good.
So you have to take half damage from that one.
Apologize about what I said
But-
to your mother.
You still take 18 points of piercing damage.
Oh, ow.
Great.
And then you take 24 points of poison damage.
Is that going to mark that differently?
No, it's just in case you have like a resistance or something, you can.
How do I see that?
In your character sheet, if you are resistant to something, it will say that under defenses. How does it show up on the tablet there?
The right of armor class.
Yeah. On
Oh,
the
we have to click defenses? None.
oh
Oh, that's fucking depressing. No
None-
resistance,
none
immunities,
defense.
or vulnerabilities.
that is unfortunate.
That is a blank page. Okay. All right. So how many of the poison damage again? You said 20 something?
24.
20.
All right. So I'm at 27 out of nice hit points, which is 69 for the adults in the classroom.
Nice.
Gavin,
Yo.
When can I use a potion?
that is a 24 on your turn. There's a 24 and a dirty 20.
Yeah, I got hit.
Okay, so that's
All your good rolls.
two cons.
He has a one-sided dice and it's a 20.
Listen, I've been rolling really well, okay? It doesn't often happen. Just go with it.
It's got like a double-sided
Mean.
quarter over there.
I need to roll 2 con
Uh-huh.
saves, please.
All right. This is,
And I think you have advantage.
I sure hope so. Because, yeah. And that was a fucking one. Oh.
Okay, so you fail
Cool
one,
stuff.
roll the other one.
Die.
So that was 16.
16. Okay, you save on the second one. So you take a total of, oh, that's unfortunate. And, okay,
Can I?
so
Please.
you take 10 points of piercing damage.
Usually in that little box.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm sorry, say all that again.
So that's 10 points of piercing damage. Aww. Ugh.
I don't like that he's adding shit.
20 points of poison damage. There's a lot of poison.
That's a lot of poison.
And then Selenway, lest I forget. Okay, that's a 16, which hits, and a 16, which hits. So she will take 11 points of piercing damage. And then I need 2 con saves. And I shall use this dice and this dice for my con saves. Okay. There's a 19 plus shit and a 6 plus 4, so 10. So that one fails. So also take poison damage. So everybody who's taken poison damage, you are considered. No, you're not considered poison unless I got you twice with poison.
Okay, cool.
I only got one poison.
I think everybody got hit once except for Caspar, right?
I saved on the poison. I got hit one time, but I saved the poison.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you saved once, right? Sleeve.
Yeah.
And you saved on the poison once.
I took a piercing and one poison.
Well, today might be the day I kill my own character.
All right.
No.
That's 20 points of poison damage.
Wait a minute. 20.
Ouch.
This is a surprise round.
That was the surprise round. Yeah, now I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative.
Boo. Oh, I rolled so bad.
Oh,
16.
Oh,
okay, hold on. We gotta take a piece.
I never remember
Oh, that's
where.
not high.
man, this sucks.
Also, Blaze is sitting out, so I don't accidentally kill Blaze. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blaze went
Yes.
to check on what's his name?
Can we just call the child down here? Isn't he like in this door?
He's just
I mean, you guys went. You
No,
guys
I've been there.
basically,
Shut the door.
left the door, walked like a block, and then were just hit.
she went to check on Corinne.
If you mean they were smart enough to not attack us outside the front door for Archmage?
I mean, listen, you don't know what they know. All right, so anybody greater than 20. Okay, that's a good start. I think you also have advantage on your initiative, if I remember correctly.
Maybe. I don't know how I would know that.
So there should be like a little A next to your initiative, like a little A on the box or something somewhere. If not, you should mark it because. Oh, you're also resistant to poison.
Yes.
So half that damage, half the poison damage. So I think it was 20.
Okay, so that's
So
10.
yeah, that's 10. And then yeah, you do have an advantage on your initiative. So maybe mark that on your sheet.
So that means I roll twice for that. Then.
Yep. Like the higher of the two.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Here we go.
Going first.
Sweet.
Love to see it.
Just have to do this really quick before I forget. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Okay, 15 to 20. Sleeve got a 18. Yeah, 18 for Sleeve. Or for Slim, sorry.
I was gonna say Sleeve did not get an 18.
I
Wish she
would've
did. That would be
taken
cool.
that. Dealer's mistake. I agree.
If only. If only.
Yeah.
Um, 10 to 15.
That's me.
What do you got?
13.
13.
I'm in 10.
You're 10? Okay. 13 is Ion. Ten for and then that leaves Sleeve. So what did you get, Sleeve?
I got a 6.
6. Okay. Okay.
there's only 5 of them
There's only 5 of them.
that we know of.
I like these odds. Let's go.
How rough is the squad looking?
I mean, they had a very solid first round. So up first is gaming.
Okay, so I'm going to recklessly attack the.
Here, use the laser pointer. There's
I dubbed thee. Sir Laser.
several laser pointers.
So one.
Oh. The one that's on you.
Closest to me.
Yep. Okay, go ahead and roll attack. Here's my laser pointer. Speaking of laser pointers.
What now?
It was a lot more fun than I thought.
Oh, no.
It actually worked really well.
Don't forget about the second wind once for short rests.
Oh shit.
Well, please still away second wind.
No, I forgot to sneak attack all of you.
Oh,
Oh, too late. Woohoo.
Too late.
They did not get advantage. That's okay. It'll come up.
All right. So, forgive me. So I've got my base.
So you roll a d20
Yeah,
to see if it'll hit.
And then I'm adding the +8 strength one, right?
And then,
Or is that if I hit?
yeah. So you have
hit
your
is plus your
roll to hit.
strength.
So
I think it's plus strength plus proficiency for you.
so let me look at my papers.
So we
Actually, this is just completely blank. This is just paper. So mine I roll a d20 and then I do +9. And then for my actual damage, like mine's a 1d8 +4.
But it would be this plus that, right?
What does
So
that
it would be
say? Those are saving throws, so it's
okay,
not
so it's
bad.
that.
I think it's plus strength plus proficiency.
That.
Yeah, it's proficiency plus your.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever skill.
So that
you
would
use.
be 17.
Yeah, so it should be +7, I think.
Yeah. So it's the strength is 4, and then the proficiency is 3 stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So that's 17.
Yep, that hits.
Was that with advantage?
No advantage.
Did you run a stack?
Oh,
Yes, I did.
oh, you breakless? Oh yeah, roll advantage. See if you get it.
Others.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. Your D12. It's a D12 +4 plus a D6.
That's right. That's 12.
12 points of damage.
Nice.
And then, quick question. So, where's it? At level 5, I should get an extra attack.
Yep. So you have a second attack.
So I
You have
to
2
attack
attacks
right
per
now, or-
action. Yeah.
Is it? Are you raging?
I'm not reaching it.
Okay.
Yet.
That's common. Well, you
He's in the fun phase.
So you can use your bonus action first and to rage, and then do your attack. So you don't have to attack, bonus action. So there's no set order you do things in.
okay?
You're allowed to rage. So if you wanted to rage, you could absolutely attack, rage, attack.
Or rage attack.
Yeah.
And that would be a +2 melee damage in addition.
Right.
All right. Then cool. I will do that. I will, as a bonus action, rage. Oh,
And then yeah, now you have
and
your
then do it again.
Yep.
So that's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
And that's 17 damage.
17. Okay.
Nice.
Awesome. Solid. Are you gonna move or stay?
He's still standing. I'm not moving.
Okay. Awesome. Next up is Selenway. Selenway is going to do her triple attack situation on the one next to her. Okay, I'll take that.
She takes like both and does like one of these.
Yeah, she just goes like.
Uh-huh.
You're just shoulders.
And then she will turn, and
You should turn to her left.
you have more health than
I could
you have
help
health.
too.
Yeah, you have more health than Sleeve does.
Aw.
Maybe not anymore, but yeah.
Sleep is in pain.
Run away, Sleep, run away.
So she's gonna move.
Whole thing.
And she's gonna move into a position where she can flank, and she's gonna do her other 2 attacks. Okay, so one of them is going to be a 14, which doesn't hit, and the other one is going to be a 21, which definitely hits. And that is going to be a amount of damage. Listen, that die has been just beautiful to me today. Just beautiful. I'm gonna frame it forever. That is going to be 8 points of damage to that one. So this one is dead. That one
Get out of here.
got 8 points of damage. All right. Next up is the one that she attacked, and that one is going to pull out a horn and blow the horn.
No,
Great.
No.
as soon as she pulls out the horn, I take my bow. I'm reading this story.
And then is going to use their attack on Sleeve. They've got a taste of the blood, so they're going for it. Okay. That is 14. 14? Yep, 14.
Yeah, the 14 is what my AC is. Is that a melee attack or is it ranged?
That is a melee attack.
Fuck yeah, okay. I'm gonna use my defensive duelist reaction to add 3 to my AC, so that does not hit.
Awesome.
Go.
Sick.
The other one is a 25.
Well, that was gonna hit anyway, so.
Just when you think.
Please roll a Constitution saving throw.
50% less hits though.
Why is everything poison?
So you're going to take 8 points of slashing damage.
Howie. Okay, does a 13 save?
A 13 does not save.
God fucking damn it.
Well, you take. This is so sad.
Resigned well.
You take 10 points of poison damage.
Howie.
I rolled very poorly. There was 4
Well,
ones.
that's good.
There was 4 ones in
How
there.
many are you rolling if you got 10 with 4 ones?
6.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Ouch.
All right,
I'm in
and that is going to be its whole turn. Up next is Ayana.
Okay. So if I wanted to use my second wind, is that an action or just like something I can
That's
do
your
during-
bonus action.
Did Solemnly do?
Okay,
Or
so-
just bonus action it?
No, she forgot because she bonus action her
Great.
attack.
So if I normally get like 2 attacks, I can do an attack and a second wind?
No. So you still get your 2 attacks because you have 2 attacks. So if you take the attack action, you
Okay.
get 2 attacks. Then you have your bonus.
So like Blaze can bonus action attack,
Yeah,
but
Blaze because Blaze has 2 weapon fighting.
Yeah.
So Blaze can use her bonus action to attack.
Usually attacks are just actions.
Right.
Okay.
With her offhand, she can attack using her bonus action. But she gets 2 attacks using her action as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Actually served. Right. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a thing too.
Yeah, I forget to look. That was a
Yeah,
terrible.
that would be four
Always forget
attacks
about that.
too, right? Because it's another action, so it's another 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, pretty baller.
Even if that's not raw,
13?
that's
Is it not wrong?
13 does not hit. Oh, you're also at disadvantage because you're meleeing at melee. You're ranging at melee range.
Well, too bad. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Eight, 10.
10 points of damage. There's a feat
And-
for that.
I'm gonna.
Oh, for you no disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Use my second wind at this time. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh,
Oh,
so I get all of 8 HP.
not bad.
Yeah.
Lynn's like hanging out someone. Having the time of her life, not getting stabbed repeatedly by poison blades.
Alright, I guess that concludes my turn.
All right. Next up is Casimir.
Sweet. I'm going to I'm gonna move this way around the guy, intentionally in between the two of them.
Hold on 1 second. Sleeve, what was your AC with adding in your duelist stance?
17.
Okay, never mind. Never mind, as you were. So what are you doing, Casimir?
So I'm gonna potentially move in between these guys, try to pull some attention away from Ayana. I'm just gonna rotate around him, staying in his range.
In his melee?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm not flanked by the two of them.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess we should go on an actual square.
Yeah. Just nudge people into the right spot.
And then I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardian, 3rd level.
Okay. And that's a 15-foot radius, right?
That's a 15-foot radius.
So that.
So I'm surrounded by a 15-foot cloud of ethereal blue books, flapping books.
All right, that's gonna affect the three of them here.
Yeah.
We just flying
Guilty.
It's kind of awesome.
Yeah. So they're flitting around me, and we'll attack and we'll damage these guys on their turns.
Right, they have to roll a save. Right?
Yeah, and I don't think I have. That was a spell, so I can't cast another spell as a bonus action.
Unless it's
so-
below level 2 or below.
Is it below level 2?
Or you can cast a cantrip as long as it says you can cast it.
Yeah. I don't have any bonus cantrips though, so that should be my turn.
Okay. So next up is the dude, the assassin, who is on. There we go. On Casimir.
My friend. On his turn, then he has to do a saving throw, a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, that is a 10.
Failed, so he takes 3d8
Okay.
radiant damage. For 7 radiant damage.
7 radiant damage. Okay.
Not the best.
All right. And he's going to take his attacks with advantage against you.
Sweet.
That's going to be a natural 20.
Let's see, what's the actual roll?
A natural 20. Oh, plus, so 26.
Okay. So that hits me.
Were you going to do something? I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
A 17.
Okay, so you save. You still take 11 points of piercing damage. You don't take any poison damage.
I go con save, right?
Yep.
Which is 10. Because half of 11 would be 6, right? So it's
Yeah,
the higher of half or
Yeah.
10.
higher of half for 10.
It's a con save, right?
I think it's a con save, yes.
Okay, 12. Okay, so good. Plus 4.
Yeah, you're good.
Fine.
Your spiritual guardian.
Rather not
failed.
lose the spell I just cast.
That would suck. Next up is this fellow here, the one that's on Gaiman, who is going to. Oh wait, there's a second attack on you. Sorry, the second attack on you.
Oh, you were so close.
That doesn't hit. It's a 14.
Yeah, suck it.
Okay, so on Gaiman, that's 2 attacks on Gaiman. That is going to be a 16 and a dirty 20.
So if my AC is 16,
They both hit that.
they both hit.
Yeah, it meets the AC. So you will take a total of 12 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and then I need you to roll 2 con saves.
Are you also resistant to poison?
I am.
Do you have advantage on?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm gonna roll
You roll 2, take the higher.
16.
16 saves. And one more time.
Naturally.
Okay, yeah, you save both times. No poison damage.
Poison back in his face.
Right.
All right.
Remember your glue.
Next up is Sleeve. And Sleeve, you will have advantage on your.
Yeah, flank.
Sweet. All
There's the
right.
flank.
The tables have turned.
All right. Well, I'm going for, if I can, the one that stabbed me with the poison sword.
Yep, that's right
That's a
there.
dick move.
Sweet, sweet
Yeah,
justice.
great.
Funny what happens when one of them instantly gets beheaded.
Yeah,
Like,
Stab
oh,
me,
you know,
stab me.
that was unexpected. Let me tell you.
Okay.
that was a good movie.
First roll is a 17.
17
Nice.
hits.
Second roll, we don't need to talk about. So
Oh,
okay.
17. And that is going to be 8 piercing damage
8
and
piercing
sneak
damage.
attack. And sneak attack.
Sneaky, sneaky.
18 sneak attack.
18 sneak attack. Nice.
Total 26 damage on that
Damn.
one.
Nice.
And instead of using my bonus action to do additional stabbing, which is what I would usually do, I'm going to use the fast hands action to take one of these greater potions of healing.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
yeah, I was gonna say, in this world, I rule that quaffing a potion is a bonus action anyway. So
Oh,
if you drink
okay.
your own potion, it's a bonus action. If you're giving it to somebody else, it's an action.
Okay.
okay,
That makes sense.
So I
Got
can
it.
take my 2 shots and
Yeah.
cool. So how do I roll for that?
If it's a regular healing potion, I believe it is 2d4 plus 2.
The greater
Okay.
are
The greater is 4d4 plus 4.
Four,
If I remember correctly.
44 plus 4.
Alright, 1.
Making nice of difference.
The only purpose that a d4 has.
Yeah.
3.
I was saying, what are these tiny fucking triangles?
Caltrops.
6. 9 plus 4, 13.
13, nice.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, okay.
I'm not dying as much. I'm still kind of dying. And then I think that's it for my turn.
All right. You can still take your. Oh no, you have 2 weapon fighting. You don't have 2 attacks.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't have 2 attacks.
Never mind. All right. With that one, it is the last dude, the one who's down here on Ayana.
So he needs to take wisdom saving throw.
All right, wisdom saving throw. That is a 3.
Big fail. No, very good. You're 9. 9 radiant
points of
damage.
Okay.
You were the best kids.
All right. He's gonna take his 2 attacks at Ayana.
It's gonna. What, you don't want to attack me?
No,
He has advantage.
he doesn't care. That's a 13 and a 10. He doesn't care what you're
Well,
doing.
he should have attacked me then.
It still would have been a 13 and a 10.
That's what he gets.
I don't think either of those hit you, right? I don't know.
Wait, what?
It's a 13 and a 10 to hit.
Yeah.
Solid. You get away
Nice.
unscathed. We're back at the top with gaming.
For one trick, I'm just gonna keep hitting him.
Sure. Go ahead and roll attack.
If it works, then
Wait, you attacked recklessly,
it.
right?
Yes.
That means there would be advantage on the attacks against you.
Oh.
So let me re-roll. Didn't make it. The one that hit still hit, and the one that didn't hit
Still did.
this still didn't hit. So
Perfect.
that didn't make a difference.
Good. Alright, so that's 17.
17 hits.
nice.
Damage.
17 damage. Okay. Awesome. You have one more attack.
And then that's 22.
22 hits.
Nine.
9 points of damage. Okay. That
I
one.
love when it goes from being loud to just.
That one is starting to look a little rough.
Oh,
Next up is Selenway's turn. Who's gonna take her? She's gonna
Decapitate that hoe.
she's gonna take her bonus action to Ooh, wait. Can use a bonus action or
laminar flow on the sand.
okay, yeah. So she's gonna use her bonus action to regain some hit points. So that is 10 hit points back for her.
Yay!
So she's more than half health. And then she's gonna do her her 2 attacks with advantage. So that is a 15 plus 8, so that's 23, which hits. 15 plus 8, so that hits. And then she's gonna do that, and then she's gonna action surge. Because that's probably not gonna 9 plus 5. No, 9 plus 10 because that's 2. 9 plus 10 is 19. 19 on this one. Yeah, so then she's gonna burn her action surge. And she's gonna do 2 more attacks. On the one attacking sleeve. That is 18, which still hits. And that is a natural 20.
Ooh.
So
Boy.
she just
That's pretty.
whips the head off this one. To be fair, the total
Yay.
damage on this one was actually pretty close to dead anyway.
When
So.
the DM's good rolls by him in the air.
Oh my god.
I
That's two
loosened
natural
the
20s
lid
that
of
I
the
rolled
picky
against
jar.
myself.
How many nat 20 rolls are? Because you rolled 1 against me, and then 2
I think I've rolled 4 because I
I have to
rolled
go back and watch the
or
stream. and count
5. Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm gonna get you a t-shirt.
You know,
X amount of
I want whatever
Listen,
dice you're
last
using. I
session-
want them.
yeah, right.
Last
I'll
session
steal
I
it and
rolled
ship it
like
to you.
absolute ass. Okay, this is cosmic retribution for the ass.
Yeah.
So that one's dead. Okay, next up is Ion.
Okay. So anytime I'm stabbing, it's a disadvantage for me. Is that right?
No, if you're using your bow
Uh huh.
at melee range, so if there is a creature within melee of you and you're using your bow, that's
Stabby.
oh, you're stabbing. Okay,
Okay.
switch to your sword.
It's the range ones are disadvantage if someone's like in your face.
Yeah,
Okay. So only gonna get one. 13 plus 5, 18 to hit,
18 hits.
and 4 plus 5 does not 9. No.
9 definitely does not. Nope.
Okay. So. 2.
3 points of damage. Okay, good to know.
And then I want to do a healing potion. 35 out of 60. Should I do the greater healing, or do you think just the regular guy?
2d4 plus 2 versus 4d4 plus 2. Or plus 4.
I can heal twos if we get lower. My spells.
I got them all out. I know as well.
There's also
6, 7, 8. 8
Yeah.
and then plus what again?
plus 4. Plus 4.
Heal me. Alright, I feel better.
You're not ahead dead now.
I'm
Alright.
like, my limbs
Next up
have
is Casper.
gone back into their joints.
Great. So my spirit guardian's still low.
Yep.
I am in between these guys here.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to bonus action healing word.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a twin spell, a sorcery point of twin spell,
Sure.
and I'm going to target Ayana and Sleeve.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm just going to do it at a first level. Because you guys have healed yourself a little bit.
I'm currently at 47. 60.
Okay. What are you at?
I'm at
Sleeve?
18.
Okay.
18 out of
you know what?
45.
Yeah, I'll do it at second level.
It's like-
I'm very
I
squishy.
was like, I'm not like super
I am
concerned,
but a
but I know like
marshmallow.
sleeve is.
yeah, I think sleeve was subject to one of my natural 20s, so
Okay, so 2d4 plus 4.
here, I'll polish off the meat. These. Unless anybody else wants some.
Please.
I do.
Start Ubering here so I can
So you
do
can
more than
drink.
one in a night.
Where are you?
Robinson, closer to Coriopolis.
I could just get you. I come from Cranberry, so I put
Ooh.
across the bridge anyway.
I rolled a
You
7
go
plus
79.
4. So,
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Like, it'd be,
Here.
if you
11.
mind.
Yeah, if you want.
11,
Thank you.
11 points of healing.
you heal 11
Oh, I-
points, and Sleeve heals
I
11
feel
points.
very good now.
And I use
I
2
assume with
sorcery points
feel
to
much
do that.
better.
kids and
Thank you, Casper.
Gotcha.
Some Army National
I
Guard.
gotcha.
I just have to cut loose this like drill.
I love not dying.
But if I'm home, no, I'm probably.
Not dying is
It's my
important.
favorite thing, it's not dying.
So you
more than I don't
I
really
appreciate that. I mean,
So that was my bonus action, so as an action, I'm going to cast a cantrip.
I just don't
okay.
I'm going to cast Word of Radiance,
One drink
Yeah.
with food.
Which is that
targets-
concentration?
It's a Constitution saving throw,
Very nice.
but it targets each creature within 5 feet of me.
Is it concentration?
No, it's just a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Like damaging cantrip. So they both take con saves, the two guys next to me.
The two next to you? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, one definitely fails. And the other one has a 15.
15 just saves, yeah. The one that failed takes 7 points of radiant damage.
7 points of radiant damage. Okay.
Yep, that's my turn.
Alright. Alright. Next up is the guy that's on you who's going to attack.
He can take the wisdom save as well.
Oh, wisdom save. Let me roll that first. That is cocked. That is a 17.
That saves, so he takes half. Finally roll a little bit. So he takes 10 half to 5.
Okay.
Radiant damage.
Awesome. And his first attack is going to be a 19.
19 would hit, but I'm gonna use my reaction to cast shield.
Okay.
Ups my AC by 5.
Okay.
So it's now 22.
Nice.
Nice.
So it comes in, and just as it's about to penetrate, a shield of force just pushes the blade away. Oh, that's really bad.
Like,
Freaking hot. Okay, we're ending right now. And we're going immediately to the casino.
Okay.
Like, yeah,
Open
this
the
wall's
casino
hot.
again?
Yes.
At least I should do it.
I'm gonna bring my pipe if we're going to the casino.
Yeah, I just hate the smell of cigarettes.
We'll roll
I love
the
to go to
pipe
the
and-
casino.
Yeah, that's why I'll bring the pipe, or I'll bring the cigar, and the cigar smoke will push all the cigarette away.
I mean, cigar smells
That seems
great.
worth the try.
Cigarettes smell like.
Okay, so you need to roll a con save.
That's a 22.
Okay, yeah, so you save.
Nice.
You still
My
take
one thing.
6 points of piercing
6
damage.
points. So I take. So I gotta roll a 10. Oh, that's a 9. So the Spear Guardians goes down,
The books and dissipate.
and I take 6 points.
And you take 6 points. All right. Next up is the one that's on gaming, right there.
Bring it.
Okay. That is going to be an 8's definitely not going to hit,
Nope.
but the 24 probably will.
24 will hit. Yes.
So that is a con save.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Your natural 20.
What's going on?
Amazing.
Well, you only take 4 points of damage.
Word.
Minimum amount of damage you could have taken. All right. Next up is sleeve.
Okay.
The other one.
Oh wait, I
People are
totally
coming
forgot
after.
the horn.
The one that was
Oh my god.
the one that was right by me, Glenway took care of, mafia style. So which one is closest to me now? I can't.
Probably
that.
this one.
The
I
grid roll.
think,
The one Gaiman's
Okay.
been whacking.
yeah, either the one Gaiman's been whacking or the one next to Casmer. I'd say they're both
You
pretty
could go
equidistant.
between them.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one has the least amount of damage on it?
The one next to Gaiman looks. That's that one.
Mhm.
The one next to Gaiman looks pretty rough. So I'd say this one looks the least rough. The one
All
next
right.
to Casper.
I'm gonna rough that one up a bit.
Can we-
What gives her flank? This way, this way, this way, this way, this way.
She would have to stand between them. Oh, actually, no, right there it's fine. That's fine.
Sweet.
Do you agree with this positioning?
I do. I don't know if that does that give me advantage on attack or just
Yes.
like
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we pick the horn up and like? Actually, never mind.
Don't do
it's an 11
I'm good here.
Disregard my
and
laugh.
is a 15 hit.
A 15 does not hit.
Damn it. All right.
What's the horn tune for?
Well, then
Also
I'm going to
okay.
use my bonus action to attack with my dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Recharge blast at the whole time.
Damn.
And we've got an 18 and a 13. So does an 18 hit?
The 18 hits.
Okay. That is going to be 5 piercing damage.
All right.
And then. Oh, that was kind of shitty sneak attack damage. 9 sneak attack damage. So total of 14.
Get his ass.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Next up is going to be the one on Ayana. You guys are very lucky that I forgot half the reason that I used these guys. Because I forgot a whole feat that they had.
Jeez.
Would have been
Oh my god.
great. Would have been fucking great.
The instant murder feat.
Okay, so first attack is going to be 23 on you, Ayana. And the second one is going to be an 18. Both? So that's 2 con saves, please.
I was seeing if throwing apathetically would like help. So +4, so 19 and 9.
Okay, so you save once, you don't save the second one. So that's the second time you've been hit with poison and you failed your save, so that is, you are considered poisoned. So
Okay.
I'm putting the poison status effect on you as soon as I find my thingies. You take 13 points of piercing
It
damage.
should be, I think. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool hat.
I mean, it's good for me.
You
Poison.
You can do a poison condition in D&D Beyond as well.
Yeah.
Huh?
There's a condition you can, but it doesn't
okay.
really matter.
I would mark it on your thing.
So I did,
at the top
I did
is
the peer
conditions.
thing. Is that it?
No. Now you take the poison damage.
Oh, that's like
Mild.
It's not often I'm gonna roll this many dice.
every week.
He's chuckling to himself as he.
It's not often I'm gonna roll this many dice. You take 24 points of poison damage.
My God.
24 damage. Okay, where's the little thing at the top? What do I hit? Conditions and
You know,
Please
well,
not
I'm
to you.
pissed off.
it'll tell you what it does.
Okay, has been marked.
All right, perfect. With that, we're back at the top with Gibby.
Okay. Back to the thing. The axe and the raid and stuff.
Do it. Get him.
17. I've been really consistent.
17
Nice.
just hits.
Okay.
A little poison sack. I'm like Sandra Bullock. This can keep me out.
Amazing.
11 damage. Okay.
Yeah, because you have the staff on handing around weapons and
Second
beating
attack,
people up. Exactly like Sam Bullock.
natural 20 for the second.
Nice.
Oh my god, how many
Make sure to
rolling?
double the dice. So whatever you roll on the dice is doubled. Then you add the modifier.
Rolling handicap today.
Yes.
16 plus 4 22 damage.
All right, with that, it goes down.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay!
Let's go.
Another one bites the dice.
Okay. Next up is Selenway.
Help me, Selenway.
Yeah, she's gonna.
You're my only hope.
That's what I always think of.
And now with advantage, she's gonna take her attacks. Her trio of attacks. That is a 17, which just hits. That is 16, which misses. Natural 20.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Someone fact checking his rolls, or do we just accept
She
it?
needs to make it up for all her
If your
poor
camera
rolls.
gets killed,
Campaigns.
Right. This
We're-
is a lawless land behind your little wooden
refuse,
partition.
We are putting this dice in this little box, and it won't be used anymore.
Good man.
No.
There's like a
My
little
dice.
switch in there, like
Yeah.
you know, dice at a casino that are rigged. So,
Yeah, no, we can't use that anymore. So this one is dead.
A magnet under the table.
All right.
One little piece of like layer of metal. Hold on.
If only. Next up is Ayana. You are up.
it's just the one that's left, yeah.
It's just the one that's
How
left.
far is that 10
Actually,
feet?
This now seems unfair.
this does seem a little unfair. Yeah, that's 10 feet. Well, 5 feet, but yeah.
So I have to roll at disadvantage because I'm poisoned, right? I think that's what it said in
Yeah.
this thing. Poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
So 1 does not hit. And 5 plus 9.
That does not hit.
Okay, so can I take a push? I don't know. I have like 1,000 things of like wands of lightning.
I don't know either. You might have to just delete them all out. I think you had one wand of lightning bolt, right? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that happened when you were trying to add the new bow that I made.
Maybe. So 7 plus 2. All right. Well, I contributed nothing.
It's okay. At least you didn't defeat your own
I did not
encounter.
die.
At least you didn't defeat your own encounter. Because that was great. That's okay. It's fine. Next up is Casimir.
Okay. I am going to I'm gonna cantrip this guy. I'm gonna ray of frost him. I've never used that.
Okay.
We have a arrow.
That's a 16.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna pivot. I'm not gonna attack him again. I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word at fourth level.
Oh, nice.
So I can target everybody. 2 plus 4. 5. So 9 plus everybody in the whole group gets 9 hit points back.
Nice.
Yay!
So there's 5 plus. So they'll get 9 hit points back.
All right.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. All right. You're gonna take 2 attacks.
Yeah, bring it on.
Okay. Okay. An 18 and a 17.
18 and 17. I'm just gonna cast shield again because
Okay.
I can do it.
You have the spell slots.
I do, and yeah, we didn't use them.
So you cast the shield and you managed to block both those hits. Awesome. That's its whole turn. Sleeves up. I'll
All
say
right,
it.
I'm gonna stab it.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna stab it.
Roll attack this.
Okay. Question is, am I close enough to stab it? And do
Yeah.
I have flanking?
Yes.
Yay.
I just like watching this happen once.
Okay.
Hopefully make it
That's
out
a
of this
10.
alive.
Oh, great. Fuck, are you serious? I just rolled a 3 twice, so that's a 10 for both, which does not hit.
No, that does not.
Unfortunately.
Okay, bonus action, dagger stab. Okay, that is a 12, which is not that much better, and a 24.
Hey.
24 hits.
Alrighty. So that is, seriously, 5 piercing damage, and then, please be good. Okay, that's better. 13 sneak attack, total of 18 damage.
Nice.
Nice. That guy's looking pretty rough now.
Yay. That's all I can do.
And we're back at the top with Gaben.
Okay. So at this point, it's like 5-on-1.
Yeah,
He's
you're
looking pretty
probably
beat up.
gonna. Yep.
Wait, should we try to keep him?
So
What do you
I'm
do?
going to voluntarily stop my rage,
Okay.
and I think I have to do this for a second. I'm pretty sure I'm coming up behind him. I just want to sucker punch him.
Okay, go ahead, roll attack.
So
Do I still have an advantage?
No. If you're just gonna, that's a
It's
melee.
blank though, right?
Yes, oh yeah, you're flanked, so yes, you would have an advantage. Yep. That's the unarmed strike. So it's
Yes. So the base is 14, and then it says +7 to hit. So that would be, is that right? 21?
So yes, that hits. And then it's your strength modifier +1. Or is it your strength modifier +1? Might be different for you. Hold on. Yours is 1 plus strength modifier. So that would be 5 points of damage.
5 points.
Okay. He is looking slightly rougher. He's looking rougher. Still alive, still kicking.
I mean, that's fine.
Completely surrounded.
Completely surrounded.
Where are we coming? Can we see anyone?
Pretty much everybody's scattered
This is
in
like
like
noon,
birds.
right?
Yeah, it's the middle of the day.
No cops on their way.
Where's your bear? I don't think he's supposed to prevent.
He's not with us, and he kept walking.
None of my business.
Checked out.
Maybe.
He's like smoking his pipe, looked over his shoulder, and was like, "That sucks," and then kept going.
Don't fly.
So,
Sucks to suck, losers.
so it still has. It looks like it's the extra attack without the rage, though, right?
Yeah, you still have
Do
two
that again.
attacks. You're gonna punch him again?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Natural 20.
That hits.
Nice.
You rolled 3 also.
Yeah.
We'll just
I
double
had
that whole
one.
thing,
Okay.
and
Have you had one yet?
call that 10 points of damage.
What?
Yeah.
Listen, there's been a lot of natural 20s at this table today.
Okay.
I think it's this table. This table is just blessed right now. Blessed. And I put my natural 20 dice in that container so it can go away.
Chill out.
Yeah. Save it for next
Drop
time.
tank for nat 20.
Normally, it's the other way around.
Sleep it off.
All right. Looking very rough now. Just barely on their feet. With that, it is Selenway's turn. And you know what? She's just gonna say, are we keeping him or are we killing him?
I put my axe down for a reason.
I guess keep them. We gotta make sure they did blow that horn though. We gotta make sure no one else is you know what? Look out for oncoming support. Slowly.
Oh, sure, yeah, let me do that. So I'll roll a perception check. That is a 19
Good.
plus 1, so dirty 20. She's gonna sit,
Nice.
and she looks around. There's a notable lack of guards.
Notable lack of cards.
And that's gonna be her whole turn. Ayana, you're up.
Okay, friends. We want to, like, office guy, or do we want to, like, tie him up with some rope and, like, subdue him?
Is this one of the guys that we were supposed to bring in unmurdered, or
I mean, whether we bring
I
him
don't think
in or not, like, he might be our best source of information, possibly.
yeah? I don't hate that idea.
How,
Let's bring him in.
yeah. How almost dead is he?
Pretty close.
Can I just, like, lightly, like, bonk him on the back of the head with, like, the hilt of, like,
Sure, roll an attack.
I don't want to, like, murder him.
So you can still use your weapon and specify you want to non-lethally.
Okay.
That is always an option.
21.
21 hits.
In a non-murderous fashion, I would like to find this it's with me today. 3 of non-lethal, only subduing, maybe lightly unconscious damage.
He is looking rougher. Somehow, you add another cut.
Today.
It's like we're hitting him just enough for him to stay up.
You literally are.
Yeah.
Okay, 18 to hit.
18 hits.
There we go. Okay. 10 non-lethal damage.
Okay. Okay, with that, he slumps over.
Can I bind him up with some rope?
Sure,
Like
roll a sleight of hand.
What the fuck is that?
I think we had one that like poisoned himself.
17?
Can I check him for
Nice.
Roll
Poison.
investigation. 17?
Mhm.
Okay, good to know.
while he's unconscious so he doesn't wake up and like
Yeah.
Do it right away.
That's
We'll see, 16. Investigation.
Yes.
It's a 22.
Okay.
To check for him for other weapons and ways for him to like poison.
So you find 3 vials of a blackish green ichor.
Yeah.
You find a handful of questionable tablets,
Rex.
and on each of these assassins, you find a coin that is just marked. It's a simple gold coin, but it just has an A, basically ground in over the king's head.
Like an area coin or like
One is an area coin. There's one that's possibly from Averell. A couple others you don't recognize.
So each one's like 5. And 3 vials of black green ichor.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm taking it all.
Okay.
Did anybody else search the rest of the bodies?
I can.
I mean, I assumed that was part of searching their
Oh, okay.
bodies as well,
Yeah.
so that's why you found that. You don't find anything else, just the coin.
Well, we got them and they blew that horn, so maybe we should
Beat it inside.
hightail it.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's the strongest here? Who wants to grab this guy?
I got him.
Okay, so you sling him over your shoulder. Just roll a strength check for me, and everybody else roll a perception.
Oh god.
17.
17. Okay, good to know.
12 perception.
12 perception.
17.
17 perception.
Just the filthiest
Yep.
20.
Okay, so as you guys are leaving, you actually notice that the guards that normally patrol this area, you find them tucked, like literally an alley over, with their throats slashed, with their veins black, like black veins reaching up. You would assume it's probably the poison effect that in addition to the throat slashing
Cool.
there. And that's where we will end today's session.
Oh, damn.
Good high note.
Yeah, this time it wasn't a cliffhanger.
We didn't die!
We almost. Can we retreat to a long rest and then?
You can't right now. Maybe next session. You are not getting away with long rest right now. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. As always, be excellent to each other. Be less to lie. A lot more than less. We will see you all next week. Good night. I can hit a button.